Hi, I have my Understanding by Design unit plan for middle school coding and robotics. And I use the technology standards for Empowered Learner. Look at technology. Basically, the students will independently use their learning. They learn about coding and robotics with Python in order to modify their learning to make their own remix of their choice to show off their new coding skills. So the understandings are that coding languages are complex, and the essential questions fit right into some of our learning this semester, where we're looking at truly the application and when Python is used, how computer science is used daily, how coding might help them in their lives or achieve their own goals. And so I talked about how application, perspective, and self knowledge are what were they referred to in Lopez's work about the asset-based technology or asset-based pedagogy, where students are able to focus on their strengths, their assets, instead of any deficits. And by giving them choice, you have that as well too. By doing this, it helps the students realize that they can do more, and within that too, we can also have focus on any cultural differences and any cultural norms as well. If you really see the kids in the classroom, they will see themselves and they will feel better about them as well. So, whoa, this move, sorry. With the remix, it allows their creativity, resilience, and it's not just academic, they can also bring in any other cultural things as well. So I have all my unit objectives here. Then the performance task, the summative is, like I said, a remix where they will demonstrate any new learning. So they can use creativity and really work on like a project-based or a problem-posed education instead of just memories and facts. That shows that they really truly can transfer their learning and make it a real-world problem-solving experience. So they have different tasks that they can use that could pick up objects with their robot. They can make a maze, and so they have to add on a couple different things and make it their own. Here's the standards of success that go through the showing of their understanding. Then there's other evidence as well with discussions. Again, there's a lot of collaboration involved here, which came up as something important as well too. Having some unplugged activities helps build their background knowledge ahead of time and assess any prior knowledge that they have. And this, I felt, goes along with Frere's co-constructive knowledge and shows that it's trauma informed and being sensitive to any cultural differences because we're looking at what knowledge they have ahead of time to let them all have a starting access point. It makes it more personalized as well too. Then there's just different components that they'll go through. And then my rationale, I really went through the instructional decisions based on them being hands-on, culturally responsive with looking at their different backgrounds and identities. The scaffolds that I used for multilingual learners and special education students and just differentiation in general show that understanding of the linguistic and cultural aspects that are different in each classroom. And differentiation can be also through the different types of coding that they use. And there are samples that they can look at as well. Also using small groups, word banks, visuals, makes it so that every student can have an entry point and learn at their own pace. This goes along with the Tatum and Lawrence, who talk about how traditional curriculum often is not the best resource for students of color. So I feel like this will take that into consideration. By using the scaffolds and supports for students, it sets them up for success. Also, just breaking it down into small components helped me think about the process and what was involved to get there versus just the knowledge level. Really thinking about the big idea. And I want students to be able to be comfortable with new content no matter where they come from, no matter what race they are. And I want them to feel that they can do that. So Tatum talks about the stages of race that they go through, or understanding their race identity. And so I feel like they need to feel secure with that and that it's something they can talk about in the classroom, as well as they could show it through their robotics as well. Students I have seen, if they have low self-esteem, they may not have that figured out yet. So my goal is to talk about that in addition to just the academics. And that's how I can be culturally responsive as well. We can also allow for students to access different levels of skills and avoid any institutional racism that may occur. I don't want students to feel like they can't do robotics because they're a female or because they're black or because no one in their family has. So being aware of that institutional racism and any implicit bias is important as well.